And Singapore is set to raise standards of foreign worker dormitories. Plans have been outlined for 11 new dorms to reduce accommodation density. Some will be located near residential areas. The Singapore government also says 40,000 migrant workers have been cleared of infection the day before restrictions start to lift at the end of the circuit breaker. Tan Soo Hui joins us live now for more. So Hui, what are these plans for these new and improved dormitories?
So changes are going to be made to the specifications and the way they are managed. It's part of a response to the huge infection numbers in these settings, which have now largely stabilized. And so for the short to medium term, the aim is to transit workers out of these crowded dorms into temporary dorms, where 60,000 spaces are expected by the end of the year. This will include so-called quick build dorms where new best practices can be piloted and where workers will have more space to live in. Now, the longer term plan is to have 11 new purpose built dorms, which can house up to 100,000 workers within 2 years. This will have new standards and designs. For example, only 10 workers will be housed per room on single deck beds. That's compared to the existing 12 to 16 workers who sleep mostly on double-decker beds. Workers living there should also have access to medical care and support. Now, National Development Minister Lawrence Wong said that it will be a sequential move and part of a continual process to lift standards. Now, because of land constraints, some of these new purpose-built dorms will be located near residential estates. And some years ago, similar plans sparked concern in the community. So let's hear what the government says about this.
I would also say that Singaporeans have to do our part as well, because in land-scarce Singapore, it is inevitable that some of these new dormitory sites would be quite near residential areas. So all of us must do our part by rejecting the not in my backyard mindset. We really need to appreciate the contributions of all that our migrant workers have been doing and will continue to do in building Singapore, and welcome them as part of our community. And this is an important part of how we can also learn from this whole experience and become a more inclusive society.
Singapore will restart much of its economy tomorrow, including in construction. What's planned to ensure safety in their work?
So for starters, 40,000 workers have already been cleared of the infection, as have 60 foreign worker dormitories. So to ensure the workers return to work safely, there will be a systematic regular testing and early detection. There will also be new tech solutions. Now we're looking at an app that's called the SG app that tracks all health and safety preconditions and ensure that they are met now before they are even allowed to go to work. So other safety standards will be enforced too, like fewer people sharing facilities and better hygiene and segregation practices. For that, the authorities will work closely with dorm operators and employers.
All right, many thanks for that update. Tan Soo Hui there speaking to us.